When we are stuck in life, the truth is this: we are really going to be in a state whereby our mind and then our brain will be so occupied with so many thoughts about what might really be the very reason why we are actually stuck in life. But just hold on and then hear what I am about to tell you right now, okay? What if the thing that is really keeping you stuck in life isn't failure at all? But what if it is rather comfort? Because failure hurts us so badly, we often think that it is failure that is the very reason why we are always stuck in life. But I want you to know that comfort can be much more dangerous than failure itself, in case you did not know. Okay? And you see, the truth is this: failure can teach you, but comfort can convince you that you don't really need to try anything again anymore. And that is why some people spend years living a life that they don't really want for themselves. And it is simply because it is familiar to them. You know, you may not be happy where you are right now, but you are comfortable enough not to leave. And sometimes that is exactly what is costing you your future, in case you did not know. Now, it is very important for you to know that comfort does not always feel bad. And that is why when you hear the words comfort zone, we often imagine it to be someone being lazy. But comfort does not always look like laziness at all, because sometimes comfort really looks like, for example, I am okay. Maybe next year, I will start when things really get better for me. You see, this job isn't great, but at least it is stable. I don't like where I am, but then the truth is I am used to it. I am not happy, but then I am managing. And that is the trap. You don't have to hate your current life to outgrow it. Sometimes you simply have to realize that this isn't where I want to remain in my life. And the truth is, that realization alone requires honesty. Okay? Now, I want you to be aware that comfort has a hidden price. Everything has a price in life, and comfort is not exempted. Okay? The price might be the opportunity that you never pursued in your life, the business that you never started, the skill that you never developed, the relationship that you never walked away from, the conversation that you never had, the version of yourself that you never allowed to emerge. Okay? Now, you may feel safe today, but what is that safety costing you tomorrow? It is very important for you to recognize that, okay? I want you to take your time and then think about it, okay? Because sometimes the biggest cost of you always staying comfortable isn't what you are losing right now, but it is rather what you could have gained. Okay? The truth is, your brain loves what is really familiar to you. But there is, something very, very important that you really need to understand. And this is it. You see, your mind naturally prefers what it already knows. Even when something isn't good for you anymore, you see, familiarity can really make it feel safer for you than you actually doing what? Changing. And that is why you can know that you need to change and still struggle to change. You know that you need to exercise. You know that you really need to save more money. You know that you really need to start that thing that you want to start. You know that you really need to live. You know that you really need to speak, but the familiar options keeps whispering to you with a subtle voice that says to you, stay here. At least you know what you are actually dealing with. And you see, sometimes we do mistake familiarity for safety, but the truth is familiarity and safety are not the same thing, okay? I want you to always be conscious that growth will make you to be uncomfortable. Now, let us be honest at this moment. We all want growth, isn't it? But the truth is, growth is uncomfortable. And so, if you want to become more confident in life, you are going to have moments in your life whereby you feel nervous. Okay? If you really want to build something, there will be uncertainty. If you really want to become disciplined, there will be days in your life when you don't feel like doing the work. If you really want a different life, you may have to make decisions that you have never made in your life before. That discomfort doesn't automatically mean that you are making the wrong decision in your life, because sometimes the truth is discomfort is simply the feeling of doing something unfamiliar with you. Okay, you don't have to run away from every uncomfortable feeling that you have if you really want to grow in life, because the truth is sometimes the discomfort is really trying to introduce you to a stronger version of yourself. Okay? If you really want to experience growth in your life, then you need to ask yourself this very important question. Now, I want you to pause and then ask yourself this question. If I continue living exactly the way I am living my life right now, where will I be in 1 year from now? Mind you, I am not talking about where you hope to be in life. I am not even talking about where you wish to be in life, but I am rather talking about where will your current habits actually take you to in life. Because your future is being shaped by whatever you repeatedly do in your life today. So, the truth is, if nothing changes in your life, what will remain the same? And more importantly, are you okay with that? And if your answer is no, then something has to really change in your life. And it must not be that everything must change, but just something, no matter how little it may be. The important thing is change should take place. And so, my beloved friend, you don't have to destroy your comfort zone. And here is something that I want you to really understand so that we can really be on the same page in order for you not to start to misunderstand me, okay? I am not telling you to make reckless decisions in your life. I am not telling you to quit everything tomorrow in your life. I am not telling you to throw away stability just because you are bored, because that is not growth, okay? Because growth really requires wisdom too from you. So, what am I really saying? Don't allow your comfort to become the very reason why you never try anything again in your life, and also stretch yourself gradually. Okay? Please do the thing that you have really been avoiding always to do. Learn something new. Start speaking up for yourself. Apply for that opportunity that you've been always wanting to apply for. Start the project, set the boundary, take the first step, because you don't have to leap across the entire gap, but you just have to keep on moving closer to the life that you have always wanted for yourself. Okay? Because the truth is, you can be comfortable and still be unhappy in life. You can be safe and still be unfulfilled. You can be familiar with your life and still know that you've outgrown it. And nobody may really notice, but you are going to. You may even look completely fine from the outside, but deep down inside of you, you know very well that there is more that I could be doing with my life that I am not right now. So don't ignore that feeling, but I really encourage you to always listen to it, because it is not every desire that really needs to become a reality in your life. But because sometimes that quiet dissatisfaction is really telling you that it is time for you to grow. Okay, let me wrap up everything that we have really been discussing in this video so far in a memorable pack for you to always remember. Okay, now your comfort zone isn't your enemy, but living there forever can really become your enemy. So rest when you need to rest. Enjoy whatever that you really built. Appreciate what you really have at hand. But don't confuse peace with stagnation in life. Don't stay somewhere simply because you are really afraid of what comes next when you live there. And don't let the fear of temporary discomfort to steal away years from your life. Okay? Now, you don't need to know exactly where the road will lead you to. You just need enough courage to take the next step, because the truth is this: sometimes the life that you are always praying for is actually waiting for you on the action that you are always afraid to take in your life. So today, I want you to ask yourself this important question, which is, what is one uncomfortable thing that I need to do for my growth today? And then just go ahead and then do it anyway. Okay? Not minding whether it is perfect, not minding if you are scared, but just with honesty, because your comfort zone can protect you from discomfort, but in reality, comfort zone can also protect you from discovering what you are actually capable of becoming in your life. And you see, that is a price that you may not want to pay. Trust me. If this video really made you to look at your comfort zone differently, then don't just watch this video and then move on. But you should rather ask yourself this important question, which is, what is one uncomfortable step that I really need to take this week for my growth to take place? Then just go ahead and then take that step. And if this message gave you something to really think about, then why not give this video a like, share this video with your loved ones, and also subscribe to Simplicity in Peak channel, because we are not just here to talk about becoming better, but we are here to actually become better with just one step at a time. And before you go, I want you to tell me in the comment section of this very video, what is, one thing that you are ready to stop avoiding in your life right now as a result of you watching this video. Let us grow together, and I'll see you again in my next video. Please take good care of yourself, okay?